Hello, I hope you are well. I thought today we would do a Reiki treatment and a bit of Shinrin Yoko, Japanese forest bathing. So I have a few props here. My dog is lying right here, so if he makes some noise, don't jump. So, just settle yourselves down. And before we start, I'm just going to put some of this Siberian fir by doTERRA, very high vibrational, pure essential oils on my hands. I'm just going to waft it towards you. Just imagine that you can feel and smell the fir trees and the pines. Breathe in that essence and relax. It's a really deep, earthy smell, rich. And start to relax. So I'm just going to light this candle. And I'd like you just to protect yourselves. Imagine this candle flame at the center of your being. Feel it and imagine it glowing and growing. Push it outwards and upwards and downwards to the front of you and to the back of you. Pushing out any emotions, any upsets, any worries that aren't yours. And we'll just leave that burning here to burn through any residue that gets kicked off through the treatment. And then I'd just like you to imagine the roots of a tree growing out of your shoulders and down past your hips and knees. They grow down and down and down, past your knees, through your feet and into the ground below you. Downwards and downwards and downwards. With every step you take in this little forest walk we're going to do, they'll ground the healing into you. Okay. And I'm just going to place this beautiful green opal heart at your feet. Just put your feet on it, feel it there, underneath the arches of your feet. Really move your feet around on it if you would like to. And that will help with any heartache and any emotional problems, perhaps with family, loved ones and friends. And then I'm going to give you these 2 raw pieces of rose quartz to hold in your hands. Okay. We're going to start by brushing the aura. This was one of my grandmother's fans. And we're just going to brush anything away. All of the world's problems, all of your problems, let's forget them for a little bit. Just feel the breeze that it creates as we brush the energy down. And I'd like you to move into a state of peace, of healing, and of tranquility. And move into a space that is open and receptive. Remembering the smell of the Siberian firs, the white firs, and the pine needles that you tread upon. Okay, so I'm going to place a hand upon your shoulder now, and I'm just going to draw in the master symbol, Daikumyo. 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 This is the non-traditional Tibetan master symbol. Just absorb that into your aura and let it work its healing and magic. And then I'm going to draw the distance healing symbol. Honsha Tse Shoten. Honsha Tse Shoten. Honsha Tse Shoten. Okay, so let's imagine that you're starting to walk down this very ancient woodland path. And just keep walking along it until you find somewhere nice to sit down. Perhaps there's a very soft, mossy boulder. And if you can hear some crunching over there, my cat's eating her biscuits. It's like Noah's Ark here. So find that really soft, mossy boulder and sit yourself down and rest your back against it. So we're going to start at the head now. And if you are someone who suffers from headaches, I'm just going to pull that out, flick it away. Pull that out and flick it away. Pull that out, flick it away. Smell the pine on my hands, the deep, deep woody fragrance. Breathe it in. Sometimes headaches can be as a result of being ungrounded. And I'm going to soothe the temples. Move this and let the abalone puer shells take the pain away, even if it's for a few hours. And breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. Breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. Okay. I'm going to place a hand in front of you and behind you, about 6 inches away from your head. And I'm just going to pull some of the pain out, some of the stress. Smooth your furrowed brow, checking for any tension and gently letting that tension go. Remember, nobody wants anything from you at this moment. And nobody needs anything from you at this moment. This is your time. Okay. Breathe out for me. Okay. Wonderful. Now we're going to work at your throat area. I'm just pulling out some of the stale chi. Anything that's stuck in your throat, those things that you wanted desperately to say to someone but you couldn't for some reason. Let's pull it away and make space for new things to say, brighter things to say, perhaps happier things to say. And then I'm going to push the Reiki energy, pure white and light blue energy, into that throat area. Feel it swirling around. And then we'll give that a chokeray to help it spin better. Chokeray. 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 And I'm just picking up the fan again because I'm getting a sense from my guides that I just need to sweep out some of the energy from the back of you. So let it go. Those things are behind you now. And then I'm reaching behind and I'm just going to send energy in, that white and that light blue. And my hand stops about 4 or 5 inches away from the back of your neck. Okay, well done. Sealing that in with gold and the abalone shell that is on my hand. And sealing that in at the back. Now, the shoulder blades, an area that we all struggle with. Perhaps you hold tension on top of your back, or because you're sitting bent over computers at the wrong posture. Just imagine as you sit there, the warming sun shining through the trees. And the shafts of sunlight. One goes here and one goes there, and that warming sunlight penetrates through, warming up the muscles, loosening them up. Drop your shoulders down and relax your arms. Relax, relax. Move into a state of peace, healing, and tranquility. Okay, I'm just going to follow the arms down, pausing at the elbows. Then moving down the forearms towards your wrists and hovering over them. Okay, and I just want you to reach a hand out like that. And I'm going to send Reiki into that one. Then reach out your other hand. And I'm going to pour the Reiki into the other one, ending at the fingertips. And then drop your hands again and relax them. Okay. So we're now going to move to the heart center. And I'm going to draw in the clearance symbol. Seihei ki. Seihei ki. Seihei ki. And then we activate that with a chokore. 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 We're going to clear it. All of that heartache that has happened to you and all of the heartache that you have caused to others. Let's just remove it. I'm going to steady the energy there as I reach around the back. And again, I'm going to draw in the Seihei ki. Seihei ki. Seihei ki. And activate it with a chokore. 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 I'm going to pick up the fan again. I'm just going to brush at the back of you. Release. 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 Just fanning it away. Remember, I've got a candle burning, so it will swirl into the candle flame and be burnt off. And the shafts of sunlight shine through the dappled trees and shine right into your heart chakra, filling up those dark spaces with light, love, energy, hope, grace and faith. Into the darkest recesses of your heart, burning through anything that you have hidden there, anything known and anything unknown. If thoughts come up, don't follow them, just accept that we're going to try and clear this for you today. Okay, and I'm now going to hold up this orange calcite, and I'm actually just going to let these energetic properties of this stone, calcite is very cleansing, and to me the colour is sunlight, isn't it? Okay, well done. I'm going to seal that in just with the abalone, the power shell, the New Zealand abalone. Okay. And now we're going to move down to your waist. And I'm literally just going to shine in Reiki to it. No symbols, just helping with the structure of your torso, the muscles, the skin, the flesh, the meridians, the veins, and into the bones, helping on your skeletal structure. I'm going to reach behind you and shine it in at the back now and at the front of your midriff. Feel yourself strengthening, perhaps even straightening your posture. As the sunlight shines brighter now through the trees, more dappled sunlight shines onto your body. Breathe in and smell the Siberian pines, the white firs, the cedar, the freshness of the forest air. And I'm just getting a little sense of a deer that has popped in. It's a female deer, a doe, a deer, a female deer. And in Celtic lore, deers, female deers, stand for the fairy folk, elemental energy. So just know that the elementals that they say abound in these places are here, and they welcome you because you're sitting nicely and quietly in their space, and you may feel little flutterings around you as they start to help you relax and enjoy their place where they live. Okay. So we now move down to the hip area and the abdomen, and I'm just going to place a hand on each hip. I'm going to bounce the energy in between my hands. It's a little bit sluggish, so I'm going to just clear that. I'm going to draw in the Seihei again. Seihei. Seihei. Seihei, followed by the chakra, and this is one of the emotional centers, one of the other places that we hold stress. So let's just fan that away. At the front and at the back. Fill that space now. We're going to warm it up. Imagine that colour of the sun and the calcite that I showed you earlier, warming and shining in. The sunlight dappling down upon you, creating dancing patterns around your stomach. Let any pain, any ache, fall away into the earth that you're sitting onto. As I hold the vibration of Reiki, Reiki energy, and will it to help you feel better. Put that out there, that I will be well. I will not hold stress in my abdomen, and I will navigate the waters of life well. Be bendable, be mutable. Imagine those trees that you're looking at. If they don't bend with the wind, they would snap, and you need to be the same. Okay. I'm just going to bounce the energy between the hips again. You may feel it like a ping pong ball. Yep, that's a lot stronger. And let's just loop that energy into an infinity symbol of gold, moving all the way around your abdomen, around all of the innards that are held in it, whether you're male, whether you're female. This area is vitally important for your creativity, sexual energy, and emotional well-being. Okay. So now we move down to the bottom of your trunk, and we're just going to shine energy in, feeling those shafts of sunlight that are shining through the trees, warming up the bottom of you. And I'm talking about your hip joints, your thighs, the underneath of you, for want of a better phrase, your bowels, everything down there, helping it to work in tip-top condition. Again, the Sei key. And the chakra. And just look down at the earth that you're sitting on. Look at the colours of it and absorb those in. Just feel it seep up into you. The browns, the blacks, the tans, the greys, the reds, the greens, the yellows, the blues, all the colours are of this earth. And the moss that is probably the colour of this opal. In fact, if I point it that way, the opal can enter you. Work its earth magic upon you. Okay. Now I'm just going to send energy now into the creases at the thighs and move down the legs. I'm probably an inch above them, and I'm just sending white light into your legs and hovering at the knees, helping the energy to make sure the cushioning fluids are plump and cushion your knee sockets and your joints, asking for yin and yang to balance them. I'm just going to reach to the inside of them now, the back of them, and shine the light back in. And then we're going to move down the calves and the shins, sending that revitalizing light into them. And pausing at the ankles. You might feel like you want to rotate them now, just to open them up and let the energy shine into them. Now I'm just going to reach and hold the heels where the ankles meet, shining that light in. And as we come to the end of the treatment, as I work at your feet, I would just like you to look around this forest space in your mind and remember this is a place within you. So you can come back here in your headspace whenever you like and just sit and enjoy the energy of the woodland, the birds, the stillness, the deer who showed up earlier, all of the little insects going around their daily life. And bring yourself to the place of peace, healing and tranquility. And I'm just going to now scan down your body. placing my hands on the shoulders. And I should think you are pretty grounded because we've been working in a forest environment. But I'd just like you to feel the weight of my hands on your shoulders and the grounding energy. And then I'm going to finish this treatment with a symbol that's not used an awful lot in Reiki. It's called Raku. I'm going to bring this healing out of the ethereal and into the physical. Raku, grounding it into you. Okay, breathe out. And just now place your hands at your heart center in Gasho and repeat after me. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not anger. And just for today, I will be kind to all living beings. I will do my work honestly. And I will respect my elders and my teachers. And that includes yourself, because you teach yourself things, don't you? And that is called Gasho when we put our hands together like this at our heart space. So I leave you with this gentle woodland forest Shinrin Yoko healing. I apologize if my Japanese is not up to scratch, but it translates as forest bathing. Goodbye for now, my friends, and I'll see you next time.